Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the fourth unit in the subject of nanotechnology. So, what is fourth unit? Fourth unit is nothing but the quantum dots and the nanotubes. In this unit, we are going to see the quantum dots of definition, nanowires, then nanotubes, 2D and 3D films, nano and mesospheres, and miscellaneous, bilayers, vesicles, bio-nano machines, and finally biological membranes, okay, and its applications. So first we are going to see the quantum wells. What is quantum well? It is nothing but the one dimension is reduced to nano range. One dimension, that is only one dimension that will be reduced. In 3 dimension we are going to reduce in that one dimension we are going to reduce as a scale as nano range, while the other 2 dimensions are remaining large. So it's when you are seeing that it is when you are telling that it is the quantum well. Then what is quantum wire? Quantum wire is 2 dimensions are reduced and the remaining one dimension should be a large one. So the resulting structure is called as the quantum wire. Then third one is quantum dot. That is, in extreme case of this process of size reduction in which all 3 dimensions reach low nanometer range is called quantum dots. All 3 dimensions are having like a nanometer or ladder scale. That type of particles are called the quantum dots. The word quantum is associated with these 3 types of nanostructures because the change in the properties arise from the quantum mechanical nature of physics in the domain of the ultra small. Okay, so we can tell in 3 generic nanostructures. Okay, here the same thing only we are going 3 generic nanostructures. We already saw that what are they means: quantum dots, quantum wires, and quantum well. So the above definition I am giving in the simple form. Quantum dots is having 0 degrees of freedom. The 3 dimensions are confinement. Okay, then in quantum wire 1 degrees of freedom. Okay, then 2 dimensions are 2 dimensional confinement. In quantum, that is quantum wire. Yeah, then in quantum well 2 degrees of freedom. Okay, it has 2 degrees of freedom. Okay, only 1 dimensional confinement. Okay, the above definition is converted into the simple form. Okay, this is the 3 generic nanostructures. Okay, next quantum dots. We already saw the enough definition, but anyway I am going to explain with the help of the pictures, schematic pictures or simple pictures. Okay, quantum dots are theoretical tiny semiconductor particles, a few nanometer size. It has only few nanometer size, having optical and electrical properties that differs from large particles due to quantum mechanics. That is a very important point. Quantum dots are theoretical. It has a tiny semiconductor particles, a few nanometer size, which has the size is very few nanometers. It has the optical and electronic properties that are different from the large particles. The same content of the large particles is differed these properties, especially optical and electronical properties, due to that quantum mechanics. There are a central topic in nanotechnology. Here you can see this blue light. Okay, blue light, when you are using that blue light, applying the blue light in the quantum dot size is 2 nanometer. Okay, at a 450 nanometer wavelength. Okay, applying the 450 nanometer wavelength, the size of the nanometer is 2 nanometer. It will be emitted light is nothing but the light green, and 2.5 is thick green. Then 3 is that one more green light. Okay, the another green light. Then 5 means it will be nearly orange. It will be near looking like a orange. Okay, then it's a 6 nanometer. It will be given as a red color. Okay, so based on this we can using the application, we whenever whatever the size, okay, whatever the application, based on that we can use the size. Quantum dots are man-made nanoscale crystals that can transport electrons. Very important point. Man-made nanocrystals. This is a man-made nanocrystal that can transport the electrons. So when you are applying the UV lights, it's a semiconductor nanoparticle. It emits the light of various colors. From the above application you can see this. Okay, these artificial semiconductor nanoparticles that have found application in composite, solar cells and fluorescent biological labs. Okay, fluorescent biological. Here you can see this, the wavelengths in nanometer and the colors. Okay, colors. Here you can see this, the variation of colors. No number of colors, intensity colors will be developed with help of this when you are striking the wavelength. When you are striking with this wavelength, okay, you can develop this type of colors. Okay. Next, it is nanowire. Okay, here you can see this. It should be like here, one single strip. It will be look like a single strip, or you can take as this is the wire. Okay, this is 30 nanometer. The size is 30 nanometer. A solid material in the form of wire with diameter smaller than about 100 nanometer. A solid material in the form of wire with the diameter is very smaller one than about 100 nanometer. Transmission electrons micrographs of and ln P divided by ln AS nanowires were given. Okay, this is the reference. What is nanotube? A hollow nanowire typically with a wall thickness on the order of molecular dimensions. Typically with a wall thickness on the order of molecular dimensions. The smallest nanotube is the single walled. Here you can see this single walled. A single wall is available. Okay, here you can see this is single one only. Carbon nanotube consisting of the single graphene sheet rolled upon into the tube, single graphene sheet. Here you can see this single graphene sheet rolled upon the tube. Okay, then we can say scanning tunneling micrograph of a single walled carbon nanotube and corresponding model Decker. This case is very similar to quantum wire, where the electrons are free to move in only one direction and confined to other two directions. Since quantum dots is a nano-sized particle where electrons are totally confined and cannot move anywhere. So totally it is a fixed one, so it cannot be moved into any direction. In this case, okay, electron energy level bands are widened to the maximum. So this is the very important point. Due to the confinement, so the electron energy levels bands are widened, so it will be given as a maximum level. The quantum well is a potential well with only discrete energy level. It has a discrete energy level. The classic model used to demonstrate a quantum well to confine the particle, which were initially free to move in 3 dimensions. Okay, to 2 dimensions by forcing them to occupy planar region. Then Next, quantum well laser is a laser diode in which the active region of the device is so narrow that quantum confinement occurs. Is similarly so narrow that quantum confinement occurs. The wavelength of the light emitted by a quantum well laser is determined by the thickness, that is based on thickness of the active region rather than just the band gap of the material from which it is constructed. So that is one of the application of the quantum well laser. Based on this definition, it will be used everywhere. Okay. The same definition only we are going to see with the help of the with the help of the picture. Quantum dot is a nano-sized semiconductor crystal, okay, which leads to a unique optical and thermal properties, unique optical and transport properties. Sometimes they will given depending upon the author. Okay, a typical quantum dots has a diameter in the range of 2 to 10 nanometer. Here cadmium, selenium given. Okay, next Pb selenium given, then polyplatinum selenium given, then tellurium, T is tellurium, then one more is iron P is given. Okay. Here you can see this zinc sulfate cell is outer layer and cadmium selenium core is inside will be there. Okay. Next, the basic structure of the quantum is clearly given. Here quantum core will be available. Then outer line is quantum dot cell. Quantum dot core is available inside that quantum dot core is a variable inorganic material semiconductor. That is the quantum dot core. So cadmium, selenium, trilenium is available. Then variable, okay, here variable quantum dot cells are comprised of second semiconductor layer, that is nothing but the zinc sulfide. So here the variable outer layer depending upon the needed solubility and the biological property, based on the biological properties. So what are the properties? Peptides, antibiotics, okay, then oligonucleotides, then polyethylene glycol, etc. So these are the properties will be there. Here this is depending upon the need of solubility that and biological property only we are using. Okay, this outer layer, variable outer layer. Okay, but this is the must layer. That means variable quantum dot cell. That second layer, quantum dot cell, comprised of the second semiconductor layer is the must one. But this is the depending upon the application we were developing the outer layer. Then the methods. What are the methods we are going to use for developing the quantum dots? First of all, lithography. Second one is colloidal synthesis method, and the third one is epitaxy. So these three methods are we are using to develop the quantum dots. So in this class, we took quantum dots basic definition and quantum well and quantum wire. So I think you are very clear about this topic. So in this next video, we will see the manufacturing process of quantum dots. Thank you very much, students.